Hello and welcome to yet another episode of My Child Show. Here we talk all about children, young and old, from beginning to the end. If you as a parent feel the need to talk about it, we're here to listen because you matter and we care. I'm Abigail Ngare. Karibu. Today we are joined by a very special guest who represents a large population, and that is young mothers. Hello Esther, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Okay, I'm Esther. Yeah, mom of one currently.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm in the beauty industry. Yeah.
Thank you. And just to mention, Esther did my makeup. All right, you mentioned that you're a mom of one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Where did it begin and what were you doing? How was it? How did it unfold?
Well, me coming to learn that I'm expecting a baby, I was still in campus. Yeah, I was still in campus. That's when I knew I was pregnant. It was a day before my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was like a
I'd
birthday
say,
present.
yeah, exactly. I'd say my baby was my birthday gift, if that's a thing. Yeah, so I came to know and I shared the news with the dad. And he was excited. We were both excited. Yeah, that day was, I'd say it was a happy day.
Wow.
But I was kind of nervous.
Okay, if you don't
happy.
mind me asking, how old were you turning?
I was turning 20. I was 19, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Don't ask.
Okay. I'll leave it at that. So how
Yeah.
did you take it as a 20-year-old expecting a child?
At first, it didn't sink in. I was like, it's a baby. But then my peers were expecting babies.
Oh.
I think we were in that phase.
Okay.
But later on, it started sinking in. I was like, yo, I'm 20, and this is a person I'll have till death do us part.
And it's a whole person.
Yeah, it's a whole person.
Yeah.
It's a whole human being.
Yeah.
So I'd say the first day it wasn't that I didn't take it that serious because it's pregnancy.
Yeah.
It's a baby. Si tutalea ama. So yeah, that day excited. Now the day on my birthday, 7th of April, I got sick. I don't know if it's you knowing, it's like a lady when she's maybe unajishuku you're pregnant.
Yeah.
The signs don't hazikuwagi hivyo, like you don't get sick until you know you're that's when you start feeling nauseated, start feeling
Because the mind is already telling you, oh, I'm pregnant.
Well, that day I had to go to the hospital. I think I was admitted at I went usiku nikalemewa, I had to go kuangaliwa. The next day I went home.
How far along were you? How many weeks?
I was 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. So nizo two nauseas, you know, first trimester. Yeah, so started my antenatal clinics. That's early. 1 month. I went vizuri. Every month I used to go for clinics, checkups. They were all good until 5 months. So I went for a scan. That's when I wanted to know the gender. So I went for a scan. It was done, and so I had to take the results to my gyna. That's who was checking me at that time. And he tells me the baby is fine, everything is okay, the baby is growing well, his kilos are okay. But now I've noticed the problem.
Oh.
And I'm like, a problem. What is it?
Yeah.
He tells me, I've noticed your placenta is low-lying. We call it placenta privia. And I don't know if they level it or stages, but it was, I don't know if it's a level 4 major.
Okay.
So like my placenta was covering my cervix like fully. It's supposed to be the head, then the cervix, and then the opening where the baby comes out. So it was covering fully, and I asked him what happens from here, like how do we go about it? So he tells me there's nothing. Maybe if a miracle happens and it gets out of the way, then that's fine.
At 5 months, you already started worrying.
Yeah, okay. I get to know I'm expecting a baby boy. I'm happy. But then you see, me knowing that, so he tells me the only way, what we do, like if it doesn't move, we'll have to do a C-section.
Wait. Before that time, had you started experiencing the kicks?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
The kicks, yeah. The baby had started moving. You know, the excitement. It was all okay.
So the problem was the positioning of the placenta.
Yeah. So like me personally, I didn't want to get that hear that I'll get my baby through C-section. I didn't. So that was a worry for me. After the placenta thing wasn't a worry for me, like me having my baby.
Surgery is
so
scary.
yeah, it was scary for me. So it actually, he took me to the wards. He took me to some mamas there, talked to them, he asked them to tell me how it is, like it's not a death sentence. Like me going to the theater was, hey, kwetu tujaenda theater, hakuna mtu hata nishiona ameenda theater.
You know, it happens a lot when like, someone is told they are going to theater, they're like scared.
I feel like it's a matter of life and death. So we went. Those ladies were good, and he was nice to taking me to the wards and them assuring me it's okay. You see, but I wasn't okay with it anyway. So I went on with the clinics, still checking if it's moving, but same thing.
So were you told it was dangerous or risky being there, or
I was told
the only solution would have been a cesarean?
Yeah, I was told it happens, but rarely though. But I can't have my baby, the vaginal birth, the normal one, right? So it was him preparing me that there's no way out other than C-section, because for the baby I'll have to get my baby. So yeah, and I wasn't okay with that, I'd say. Then as time went on, kaona bado ikitu isonge.
So I see the doctors here give you some psychological support, sort of. Outside, did you have that kind of support to assure you that everything is going to be okay? We have others who have gone through this, because it seems like your biggest fear was the cesarean. So did you have maybe other people encouraging you and assuring you that it's doable?
No, I'd say no, because nani kwetu ame experience placenta privia.
You're the first to have the experience.
I don't have friends who, you see. So the only support I'd say people give me was like, we'd pray about it, you won't have the baby through CS. You see. But like after all, kitu ya maana ni mtoto. And I know you'll be safe. The baby pia kuwe safe. Izo, I'd say a little bit nilipata. But see, not from someone who's experienced it, like anipe hiyo assurance, it happens, like don't worry, the baby, this is the best way to have the baby, usirisk life yake, you see. But
you see, nowadays there's something that's coming up, and it's kind of big. When someone goes through something, they want to hear other stories of people who have gone through that, and that's why we have so many support groups. If you are in this group, you experience this, you'll find other people who will understand you. Did you try to find out maybe from people who given birth through cesarean, maybe even online or elsewhere?
No, I didn't. Remember, I was just 20. Najua nini? Sini mtoto wa kuji.
And you just knew, you're just expecting a baby,
like,
that's all.
I'd say the only research I did was very shallow. Beyond that, I didn't go.
And the fears were just there.
They were just there. And after asking from people around, and I didn't get the answer or the answer I wanted to get, I didn't go beyond that.
So what happened later?
We took a songa, and around 30 weeks, I'd say, I started experiencing pains. Zinakuja zinaenda. See, like cramps, I'd say cramps. And by then, I hadn't started buying things for the baby.
At 30 weeks?
Ni zile tu kidogo kidogo, like I was like, 8 months nitafanya shopping ama.
Ni kutojua tu.
Mi tuseme tu I was naive. Nite naive ama nite nini. Juu, venye watu shop.
You just relaxed.
I was relaxed. See, the baby will come. Si bora 9 months ikifika nitakuwa nimejipanga ama
9 months. Okay. You didn't know inaweza kuwa sio 9 months.
So nikaanza kupata cramps. And I remember nikashana aniba akaniambia, unajua hata mimi nilipatanga mtoto wangu na 8 months. Ni vizuri ujipange. Juwezi unaona hata unaanza kusikia cramps. Like hakukuwa na anything like bleeding, nothing. I went to the doctor, to the gyna. He told me maybe neither hiyo tu placenta privia, or maybe nime overwork. I wasn't bleeding or anything. I was okay. Like he checked, everything was okay, but the placenta was still there.
And the baby was growing normally.
He was. So around kufika 32 weeks. 32 weeks. I remember that day I was hiyo siku ilikuwa tu siku tu, I don't know. Nilikuwa nataka tu kuenda na kila mtu. Na sister yangu namwambia twende na wewe. Wewe hapana, wewe pumzika, umechoka. My baby daddy, twende na wewe job. Any that day I was stubborn. Nataka tu kuenda na kila mtu mwenye anatoka. Na watu wananiambia tu kaa kwa nyumba. Hamtaki kutembea na mimi juu niko na kitumbo kubwa. Mnaniibikia. Really? But I'm not taking it like a sign. I remember that day, sasa sis alikuwa nenda na her friends, alikuwa ametoka kiasi. So I was following her like a baby, pole pole. Unajua unaambia mtoto kaa kwa nyuma usinifuate. Anakufuata pole pole. That day I started following her. So tukienda like amepiga kona, niko tu nyuma yao nachugulia. And I was behaving like a big child. So, and I noticed namfuata. Kufika place, I stopped. And she's like, mbona anifuati tena? So, me stopping, I felt something warm. Imeteremka. Kwa njia. Opposite was a chemist, ya my friend. Nikaingia kwake, niko like, mama, na feel kitu. Mi sijui kama I'm peeing on myself. So us alikuwa na clients, us looking down, a pool of blood. My sister comes like, mbona umeacha kunifuata kuangalia? Now it's kuanza kupiga simu. So the lady calls my mom, and my sister calls my baby daddy. And her friends go back home to call my aunt. Kujeni, Esther, kujeni muangalie. Yani it's tension. Hata mimi I'm tensed already. I don't know what's happening. You see. I'm like, is my baby going to be okay? I remember that's the only thing I was thinking about. Is my baby dying? Am I going to... So my mom comes, takes a cab to Akimbia, the same hospital I used to go for clinics. Going there, my gyna wasn't around. So nikenda nikaangaliwa, and it was coming out like it was too much. The blood was too much. So like checking I didn't have any contractions. Bado they call it njia, haikuwa imefunguka. So they tell me we'll have to refer you to Kenyatta. Waende wakuangalie, because this is, hata tuseme if you were to have a baby right now, we don't have NBU, the newborn unit. And definitely this baby will have to be kept there. So they give me a nurse. We go to Kenyatta, and going there we were received well. I remember I was given an injection, in case I have a baby,
to mature the lungs.
To mature the lungs. Because if he comes, he's gonna be a preterm. But we have to be prepared either way. So the doctors came for the checks, the round checks, and they tell me, since the bleeding has stopped, we'll have to keep you here for like another 7 weeks. Remember, it's 32 weeks. For another 7 weeks, and put you on total bed rest, and wait for the baby to grow. At least at 39 weeks, we can have the baby. Because right now we feel like it's a little bit early, and we can rest and see how it goes. Sasa mimi naanza kuimagine ndakahusi 7 weeks. Mimi nikasema this baby either way hakuna mahali anaenda wapi? 32 weeks anaenda akae.
So you're ready for the 7 weeks admission?
Sasa niko like sawa.
Before you continue, Esther, let me take you back a little bit.
Okay.
The whole bleeding, the incident that you experienced, would you say it was just the placenta privia you're talking about, or do you feel that there was maybe something else that caused it?
Oh, I forgot.
Because you told us that you are ready for a full-term pregnancy. The only fear you had was cesarean section.
I forgot that part.
Okay.
Because I remember after I was told, ukienda Kenyatta usijaribu kusema Kenya ulifanya. So, me, I went to mkunga, the midwives.
Okay.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
I told her, I remember that time the baby wasn't, alikuwa ananiumiza, nikaambiwa, mtoto akikukalia sana, enda kwa mkunga mkande atamposition vizuri. So I went to her. She tells me, nyewe nasikia mtoto amekaa side moja sana, chotumugeuza. Nikamwambia, by the way, ukimgeuza, kuna kitu niliambiwa imekwama hapo chini inaitwa placenta. Can you do something about it? Tuisongeshe. Sasa naitaki kusonga, si tuisaidie.
Okay. First, mtoto anagrow. At 5 months, you were told that your placenta is low lying. So the baby is growing and obviously gaining weight. So there's some weight on the placenta, and that's what's hurting you. So you go for some.
The baby wasn't. Alikuwa like alika place moja sana, and then it made me feel uncomfortable. So I wanted him to stay in one position, and nikwe comfortable pia mimi, mostly mimi. Because alikuwa anakaa side moja sana, and alikuwa ananiumiza. I'd say that. So I wanted him arudisho tu vizuri. Umeget? So the midwife told me, tunaweza songesha hii placenta. Na tulijaribu kuisongesha. Abia cried.
Tunaweza jaribu kusongesha. Yet the doctor told you.
He told me we'll have to wait ijisongeshe. Inaweza jisongesha ama ikose. But there's nothing we can do about it. The doctors couldn't do anything about it. But Madam Know It All,
amekwambia anaweza songesha.
No, me. Madam Know It All thought au madaktari nitawasaidia wajui kazi yao. Wacha nikatafute mkunga.
Okay.
Wow. So, I remember I was sleeping in a hay. Nimejishikilia tu hivi uchungu nasikia tukisongesha hiyo kitu. Inasonga. I was in pain. I was crying. Na ni kwake kwa nyumba. I told her tuache tu. Penye mfika tuache. Jui nikaa nataka kujua. Tuache tu kama hizi songa. So we stopped. I didn't tell anyone.
So you were alone in that process?
Because I knew if I messed this, italeta issue. Kwanza with the dad. Angetaka kusikia kitu kama hiyo. Naweza hata mwambia nilienda kwa mkunga.
So ulienda peke yako?
Chini ya maji.
Okay.
Mwenye aliniambia was just I'd say a neighbor, a friend, mtu ashaenda maybe kwa midwife. Maybe kwake ikamsaidia kusongesha mtoto. Not the placenta, mtoto like the way they kanda the belly. Yeah. Nikarudi home, niko in pain. Hata kutembea ni shida. Siwezi panda bike. Na ni place interior, so gari yezi fika hapo ati nikujie. Cause ni home tu, uko my interior. I had to walk pole paka home. I went and slept. I was in pain for like 4 days. And I remember hata 4 days ndo ziishe, ndo sasa nikaanza kubleed. Yeah.
Na hukuona need ya kwenda hosi?
Like
the
pain nikaona maybe ni juu nilichokora itatulia. Na hata nikienda hosi, I went nikapewa painkillers because niliambiwa ni placenta. Hiyo I think ni hiyo tu.
And you didn't mention that.
I couldn't. How? Nitaambiaje doc nilienda kwa mkunga na aliniambia there's nothing they can do about it. Mimi na kierere nimeenda kufanya nini kwa mkunga? See. So yeah, ndo 4 days later I started bleeding. Yeah. So I'd say pia kidogo I blame myself for it. Kidogo. I don't want to meet myself. Yeah, but
you didn't know better.
I didn't. I was 20. Na unajua alafu I feel like the society tuko na madaktari wengi sana.
Kila mtu
mimi nilifanyiwa hivi. You see? Nishaisikia hivi. Jaribu hivi. And we listen. Yani I think hiyo ni kitu pia tunafaa tuache. Tuende tu na daktari. Yes, where maybe it worked for you, it won't for me. Maybe it will for me. Atuwezi sema experience zote ni same.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Now we are at Kenyatta.
Yeah, we are at Kenyatta, admitted. Hiyo usiku nikaambiwa sasa nishajua tunakaa for another 7 weeks. Nimejipanga hata sasa psychologically. Iko sawa.
Bado hujasema there's anything that happened?
Siwezi sema.
All right.
I can't. Nimenyamaza tu na hiyo siri. The only place nilisema ni now me going to your place hosi nilikuwa naenda ndo wakani refer. So I told that nurse. She was really kind. She was very sweet. So I told her, by the way, hivi na hivi nilifanya. So ndo wakaniambia na ukienda please kama utaki kelele nyamaza tu. Juu nayo ni makosa ulifanya. Na inaweza kuwa ndo inakuletea shida yote. So let them deal with the situation. If possible, ikizidi sana ndo mention it. But if wanaweza manage the situation, nyamazia tu.
So wao wajione vile
huko waone wajue venye watamanage. But if needed, that's when you'll mention it. But it won't be good. Hawatafurahi because one umefanya makosa na ulikuwa ushaambiwa like tungoje. Yeah. So that night I spent the night there. Ilikuwa tu sawa. Morning nikaamka vizuri. See, I'm just watching ladies there dancing, you know. Kanungo. They dance very well. So in the morning I wake up, I go to the washroom. I come back, start spreading my bed. Nipande nirudi kurest. Nimeambiwa ni rest. So nimeenda washroom vizuri, no bleeding. vizuri, yani nimelala poa. Asubuhi nimeenda washroom, the bleeding has stopped. Kwa fiti, hata na kidogo niwaambie si basi mni discharge. Nene nikalale tu kwa kitanda basi home. Yeah. So I'm there spreading my bed. Si unajua ni like iko juice, unajua bed za hosi ziko a little bit raised. Na spread tu vizuri comfortably. I started folding my clothes, ndo ni pack tu vizuri, ni clear hiyo area. So a woman behind me calls me, "Madam." Kamwangalia, "Hausikii?" Nikamuuliza sisikii nini? "Hausikii? Hebu angalia chini." Nikaangalia. Another pool. Kwanza this time ilikuwa worse. Of blood. Na imagine I swear I didn't feel anything. Were it not for her, ningeona sasa nikienda kupanda bed. So like me kuangalia chini, I'm in shock.
Na ukisimama hapo ulikuwa sawa?
Nilikuwa nimesimama.
And you came back just
nikaenda vizuri washroom, did my thing. Hakuna anything. Hakuna any bleeding. Hakukuwa. I come back, nimeanza kuspread kitanda. Sasa ndo ananiita like, "Madam, husikii?" Namuuliza sisikii nini? So angalie, like akanipointia. Kuangalia, I'm in shock. So me looking down and I'm in shock. Nurse mwenye, so you know with the hospitals kuna ule nurse ameallocatiwa na kuangalia. He sees me, tulikuwa tumefesiana. He sees me shocked, naangalia chini, and now I look at him. He came, aliangalia, yani the whole thing hakukuwa na maneno, in short.
It's just a face.
Yeah. Akaangalia pia akarudi akaendea forms like tunaenda theater sai. 32 weeks bro, tunaenda kudu. What are we going to do?
Na wewe kile yako isha ku prepare.
32 weeks, I don't even have clothes. I remember the only clothes I had nilikuwa nimebuy ni utu tunafungangwa hapa chini tu diaper, tunakuwa na mikono fupi. Umezijua? Nani, what else? I think a friend of mine had gifted me a few sweaters. Those were the only things I had. Mtoto anakuja kudu. 32 weeks. Hata nishaisikia wapi mimi. So I'm in shock. Na msasa na do. Nataka usaini form. We're going to theater right now. Right now. This is an emergency. And we have to take this baby out now. Nikamwambia wacha nipigie basi bwanangu nimwambie tunaenda theater. Unamwambia ni anakuja kukuzalisha.
Oh God.
Madam, mtoto maisha yake tuta risk. I want us to go now. Hakuna cha bwana, sign, we go to the theater. So me had to sign.
And you didn't inform anyone from your family?
I couldn't. So nasikia wamekataza nipige simu. So I signed the form. Nikamwambia acha basi nipeleke hizi bags hapa. This ladies help me watch my bag. Harakisha madam, harakisha tunataka kwenda huko, wameniletea mpaka nguo ya kwenda theater. And it happened within like kufunga macho, yani it was fast.
And you didn't get to inform
1 minute nimeamka, nimeenda washroom. Saizi nimeharakishwa na valishwa, nivae gown ya kuingia theater. So in that kupeleka bag, I take my phone very fast. The first person I think of calling is my mom. So I call her. "Hello mom." My sis ndo alichukua simu. "Mama yuko?" Kamwambia, "Tell mom nimeenda theater." Like nimesha sign naingia theater. Na nikakata. "Madam harakisha. Time bado naendelea kuplay."
You had the chance to make the call.
Yeah. At least like I've informed home, like mshapata message. Hiyo ingine nyinyi mtabaki mkiambiana. So bado I'm still bleeding. Hata nikienda hivi bado kuna prints. So nikavaa gown. Nimepaka kila kitu, nikaachia my phone. Pia niko na ile oga pia naachia watu simu sijui. And they can't even out. Okay, sawa tu. So nikachukuliwa, kakalishwa kwa wheelchair, napelekwa theater. Yani it happened so fast. Yani bado nilikuwa na try ku process but
you don't have time to.
So kufika kwa now them handing over me over to the theater section. Kuna watu kadhaa walikuwa wako kwa line like wanataka kuingia theater, like which is the ni theater gani kwa available like right now for an emergency. Kaambia kuna hii ilikuwa inaingia huyu, is it an emergency? No. Sawa, she can take the next available theater. This is an emergency. Huko nishaanza kuvalishwa, yani hata sielewi, huko nishaanza kuvalishwa tag, washaanza kuchukua sijui details kidogo kidogo, liko kwa bed. Yani sikuwa naelewa juu si tumesema tunakaa 7 weeks. Tena napata huyu mtoto saa hii. That was on 20th of October, Mashujaa Day. Oh, my baby turned 7 years. 2 days ago.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Ni holiday, but then ilikuwa holiday. Like mtoto tumesema sahi anakuja kuenda wapi? I'm not even ready. I'm not even ready to be a mom. I think I wasn't. I wasn't ready. Hey, alafu you know I'm still a baby. Sijaenda shoot ya baby bum. Sijaenda, anakuja kudu.
Sasa wawezi enda tena.
So tukaingia theater. Yani and then like it's my first time. Izo beep beep. Yani naona ni kama video camera. Niko like, so these are the gates to heaven. Even though tunaendaga. Yani mi bedhe ningesikia theater nilikuwa naona nikani kifo. Sikudanganya, I swear. Tukaenda huko sasa nimeanza kuongeleshwa kama yani ninaongeleshwa tu vizuri, nikasema ni hivyo wanajua naenda ndo maana. Yani mi yes, yani I used to hear the words the names yes to me hapana.
So wameanza uko wazuri kwa sababu wanajua what's going to happen.
Pretty. Yani wananiongelesha vizuri mpaka ni.
It was nice.
Yeah, they were very nice. And then you remember general, saki kuharibia jina but you know unajua tu sifa general.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, although pia uko ni general but huku sasa ni theater part ni wazuri. Huku sikuwa nabembelezwa, huku nabembelezwa. Kwani kuna kitu mnajua mniambia ama. So haraka bado pia hata hivyo nikibembelezwa hakuna time. Huko nikibembelezwa theater ishaanza kuingizwa. Nishaanza kudungwa sijui manini, nimekuwa like sasa wameanza kuniongelesha how are you, kwenye unatoka wapi, kwenye mnapanda nini, ushago kwenye umesema I remember my last words were tunapandanga viazi na sikumalizia waru. Ipondo nilisima. So hata kukuwa nileta imekudungia sindano ya like kwa half. So it was full, like full anesthesia. Yeah. So I wake up, that was around 8 a.m. nikienda theater. Hapo si ndo nimeamka. Nilijishtukia visiting hours za Kenyatta I think ni 12:30 ama hapo. Yeah. Hapo ndo nilijishtukia. Wale wenye niliwacha kwa line wakiingia theater, tuko recovery room. Akulekwe. Nikaamka I remember niliambia na huyo surgeon ujue nikikufa niwe na kujia. Yani I was scared. Nilimwambia nikikufa niwe na kujia juu ni wewe umenifanya hivyo. So he waited for me by the way. I remember nikiamka nilisikuuliza surgeon, niliuliza nurse wangu wako wapi? He came. I'm here. I told you I'm not leaving until you wake up. So the other ladies were like, what umelala sana mpaka tulikuwa tunajiuliza huyu kwani ameenda? Cause yani I was asleep for a very long time. Hata I didn't know the procedure took how long, I didn't know. And I didn't even mind, I couldn't even think of asking mtoto. Niliuliza tu mtoto wangu ako nursery. Nikamwambia sawa, ako sawa, ni mimi mwenyewe nimempeleka, ako sawa. So I was like, the doctor gave me, alafu alikuwa shag interest yangu. When ameningojea time yake hata ya kuenda ilikuwa like alikuwa nafaa toke.
That's so nice.
Yeah, he waited for me. And he helped, yani he made sure mtoto wangu ameenda nursery. And yeah, so I was okay. So I was like, yani naweza lala sasa. I didn't think of asking, mtoto amelia. Season ndo vitu like you should make sure once you have a baby. I didn't even ask. Any hata akili yangu like sawa nimepata mtoto ako sawa, niko sawa, nimefufuka. Nimefufuka, niko sawa. I can now sleep. So I'm taken to the ward. Sasa hapo ndo like mom wakaniona. Kumbe they've even come. Wakaniona sasa nikienda kupelekwa ward. They came. Now that day I wasn't able to see my baby because singeamka niende nursery. So the dad akaenda kamuona and he was shocked kuona mtoto preterm. Hakuwa iona mtoto. My baby was I got him akiwa na 2.2 kgs, at least kilo zake zilikuwa si mbaya. Yeah. Alikuwa na 2.2 kgs. Akaenda kamuona and he was tiny. Yeah, he was tiny. Me, sasa I had to go see him the next day. Visit ya 12. Mom akuja nipeleke kuzata siko na hiyo nguvu, lazima nishikilie like kwenda kumuona. So me seeing my baby, I remember nilitafuta kiti nikae nijipe nguvu. Yani he was tiny. Kifua anapumua inaingia yote ndani. Remember haja mature fully. He's a preterm 32 weeks. Aya, kucha kucha ni kama ngozi. Unaona ngozi ya mahindi? You see how light it is? His skin was kind of transparent. And then he looked old, kama kamtu kamzee kadogo. Market hajapata ile uso ya mtoto bado.
Like skin iko lakini mtoto hajaja.
Yeah. Veins unaziona tu clearly. Yani to me I wasn't prepared for this. In short, I wasn't prepared.
Wewe ulikuwa unajua babies are cute.
Two angels, two rembo. Nikasema ni sawa. God umenipea. Naanza na wewe. Like I know nothing about being a preterm mom. I know nothing. I know nothing about being a mom, in short.
And now on top of it, preterm.
Preterm. I'm like, sawa. Either way, prepared or not, it's me or me, and I have to do it. Like he's dependent on me. So we stayed.
That was a good thing.
Like sasa hapo ndo motherly instinct, motherly love. Isha kuwa mama, now my mom. Sasa hapo ndo ilianza kuwa like wow, now my mom. We stayed there for 2 weeks. At least akaanza kukua poa. He got jaundice. Akakaa kwa hiyo phototherapy, akakuwa fiti. Now the thing that kept me there was him kunyonya. Like he couldn't suck, he didn't have the reflex, but with time he got. So the stay there wasn't pleasing. It was hectic, but either way to manage. We went home after 2 weeks. Mimi nimejua nimeenda tu na mtoto kama kawaida. I wasn't tuseme me, I knew nothing about being a preterm mom. Like I wasn't told how to take care of the baby. I was naive. Sikuwa najua anything.
It's your first time.
But I'm still children. So we go home. What I know is tunafaa tumlee kwa environment ya joto. Mtoto wa grow juu hata nursery school kuwa na joto. So tukagrow tu vizuri. The clinics tukazienda. We were supposed to go back akiwa 3 months. Our first clinic ya watoto wa NBU. So
how about the vaccination?
Hizo zote alienda.
Now the first time to be checked.
6 weeks akaenda, 10 weeks. Sinizo? So now going to like they want to check how the progress ya mtoto, how the baby is doing. So I went back akiwa 3 months. The baby was doing fine. So he was big. He was big.
Good job.
And I did exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months.
Wow.
So they were like, Madam, huyu mtoto unajua maana ya nursery? Nikauliza. Niamkange saa 6 usiku, saa 9 usiku nikienda kunyonyesha mtoto alafu mniulize kama anajua maana ya nursery. Nitokange ground floor nikienda first floor nursery, mniulize kama anajua. Ati hapana, basi tuambie ukweli kama mtoto unampea chakula. Yani he was healthy. Nikajua hapa nimetoboa kama tunabishana na so like
done a good job.
Wakapata kweli records pia. Yakaniambia, "Basi you're doing a good job. Are you sure it's exclusive breastfeeding?" Kamba yeah. So I was doing a good job. The baby was doing fine. Thank you. Sasa hapo ameanza kukwambia, he was handsome, he was healthy, he was thick. Alafu unajua sisi tunaamini watoto wanono
Chabi.
Watoto chabi no, Yeah. So tukaendelea hivyo 3 months. Tukaanza like 6 months. Sipo ndo watoto wanafaa waketi. Mtoto wangu anza kugonjeka.
Oops.
Yeah. So now I'd say that's where the problems began.
And how about yourself? Since you gave birth, did you experience anything else unusual up to the 6 months you're talking about?
I was fine. Senior mother, sasa nishazoea, yani hata naweza
kula. You have a good supply.
Hata naweza kwa sasa daktari wa upcoming moms. Sasa mimi ndo naweza mwambia mtoto anafanya ngo hivi. Yeah. Okay. I was okay. No, baby started getting sick. Tukaenda hosi at first. Kaambiwa kuna pneumonia. He was treated. Is it going away? No. So I'm told, jaribu hosi ya gava. Uone. Fevers hazishuki. I remember that time I was at my friend's place in Ruiru. From home, tukaenda Ruiru. So tukaenda hosi iko hapo tu. And the doctors were mad. Cause one, mtoto ametibiwa. Any hata dawa zenye amepewa. Aziko too fiti. So they treat him. He gets better. He gets better. And yeah, akapona. A month hata ikuisha tena. And he started getting recurring pneumonias for like till he was 11 months. From 6 months till 11 months. Yeah. 5 months I'd say. So hosi back and forth. Tunatoka, tunarudi. Tunatoka usiku, fevers, conversions. And it was, now me thought it was going to be a walk in the park. See, yes, mara ya kwanza nimepatana na mambo ya placenta privia. Nika overcome, nikakuwa fiti, nikapata preterm. Nikafikiria itakuwa ni mwisho wangu. Nikakuwa grow. Nimekuwa fiti. Sasa ndo hii tena. Hapana. Yani he got to a place, I'd tell you Abi for sure, it got worse. Nikaambia God, if my baby isn't going to be okay at this rate, just take him. As a mom, praying that prayer isn't that, because death is a permanent thing. But ilifika place, yani my baby was suffering and I couldn't help. Yani mpaka na feel nimpe hata basi health yangu. It was bad. He got over dehydrated. Akaanza kuwa mpaka na sagging skin. Rickets, calcium levels ziko chini. Yani for me ilikuwa too much. Nikamwambia God, if because the whole time the baby is uncomfortable, anashinda tu ani hata hana nguvu ya kulia. Ana complain ile kulia complain, but hana hata hiyo nguvu. Unaona tu mtoto tu yani ako tu. Yani hata ukimuinua mkono hata yeah. So 11 months mtoto hajaika. Normally tunajua watoto wanakangana 5 months, 6 months. Yeah.
At 11 maybe ndo ameanza
kutamba. Hakuna. Yeah, so Abi, like I tell you for sure, if I positioned him here, he wouldn't move.
Tampata tu hapo.
Nampata hapo. Me nikambe to God, if my baby isn't going to get healed, just take him, because I can't bear seeing him another minute sick. So I take him to this. I say this is my very last hospital I'm taking him, because I was tired of going from this hospital to this hospital. The getting the same results, the same, with no change. So I go to that doctor and he tells me, Madam, I'd tell you for sure, if you brought him a little bit earlier, I'd have maybe done something about it. But for now, I feel like you should take him to a pediatrician who has more experience. So he gave me suggestions, and I decided to go back to Kenyatta. We were admitted there for quite some time, like a month. Yeah. So we have to treat problem after problem. We start with a blood infection, which has his HB levels had dropped from 13 to 5.
5.
Yeah. So we deal with the infection, his hemoglobin levels, we have to raise them. And with that, we had to do a transfusion.
Wait, how old was he?
11 months.
11 months.
No, 10 months, sorry. 10 months, going to 11. I'd say 10 months, 2 weeks, to 11 months, 2 weeks. That's the time we were admitted. Yeah. So 10 months and a half to 11 months and a half, that's, yeah.
So you're treating the low blood
blood infection. He was over dehydrated. Remember, his skin was sagging like rickets. The calcium levels were low. At that time, he like hata yo kutamba hakuwa anatamba.
And did the pneumonia clear?
It did. Yeah. So we had to do also we had to start occupational therapy, because he's not sitting. Na hizo miezi he's supposed to be sitting at least. He can't do anything. I mean, he has delayed milestones. Yeah, so we stayed there for a month. He was treated, and I'd say that doctor, God bless her soul, God used her. Because me, I'd say my baby was going. I was even ready. Penye ilifika, I was ready for him to just rest, pain imondoke. You know, with at least if you have a toothache or a headache, you'll say, this is where I'm feeling sick. The baby is just restless, crying the whole time. You don't even know where the problem is. Una rely to na information ya daktari. Ni pneumonia, ni hii.
That's difficult.
You see? Kifo ilikuwa well, we used to nebulize him 3 times a day for the whole month, I'd say. Because ilikuwa 2. And then physiotherapy to clear the congestion. I wasn't ready. I wasn't.
That was too much for it.
It was too much for me. Too much. So after that month, we go home. He was okay. Amenza kukua fiti, at least amenza kukatch up. He was underweight pia. At least amenza kugain 2 kilo. Not that much, but at least. Why? I'm like, sawa tu. Tuendele. Kidogo abi. Tena. Ndo hiyo. Me ilifika place, I'm like, ever felt like running away? Uende, unasikianga home, ulikuwa unaambiwa, nasikia nitoke kwa nyumbani wache, niende mbali.
Oh God.
Kwenye mjeisu mama mwenye atuambia, nasikia niende mbali. I felt like running away, because I felt like this isn't what I've signed up for. It was supposed to be a walk in the park. Like nile mtoto atambaye au aketi atambaye amemeno aanze kutembea tembea huko kote ni slay na mtoto wangu si mimi kajenzi mama sasa nimeanza kupata na vitu yani for me it wasn't easy. I used to cry. I had to pretend I'm strong and I wasn't. I didn't even have anyone to advise me or at least tell me it's going to be okay or I've seen this before. You see, one, his immune system was ilikuwa tu chini. So that's why he used to get sick and ilikuwa inamlemea. So the second time the same thing happens, isipokuwa the blood levels ilikuwa at least ziko poa. So I have to go back for another admission, but to a different hospital. But this time we didn't stay long, 2 to 3 weeks, I'd say. So I'm like, God. And then I remember that time, mentally I wasn't okay, I'd say. I was going through some issues with the dad. So like to me separate. So it's me and my baby. Tumeenda hosi. I don't even know how I'm going to pay this bill. I'm not working. Remember nimepata ball nikiwa campus? Nimeachia penye nilikuwa I had to drop out. Nimeenda sasa nile mtoto. Ndio huyo amekuja sijaienda job. Nona. I don't have money. Ndio nimelea. Hakuna ka hustle. Sasa I have a side hustle. Uzuri nilikuwa na NHIF. But sikuwa nimelipia. So I go home, talk to my mom, kaambia mimi nimeambiwa the baby has. I go to the same doctor by the way. Mwenye nilienda the first time akanipea referral, akanipea this time round. I love that doctor for one reason. And he'll help. I feel like he helped me every time I go there. If he can manage, he treats the baby. And if he can't, he'll give me an alternative, and it does work for sure.
Wow.
So this time round he tells me,
maybe you can mention him if you
he's called, I think he's, I don't know kama anaitwa Dr. Joel ama, but he has a hospital in Mlolongo, inaitwa St. John's in Mlolongo. Yeah. So
thank you, doctor, we appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, so he tells me either you go to Kitengela Medical or you go to Nairobi Women's Kitengela, because one, he needs to be admitted again. So nikaona pia nikiangalia mfuko, I think Kitengela Medical tunaweza pia manage. So I go. They treat him well. He was ilikuwa tu, he got okay. Everything that tulifanywa Kenyatta is what they did. Na akakuwa tu fiti. So we start nutritional clinics because ako underweight. Hizo peanut, unga za uji. Hey, ndio nimekumbuka. Do you know ilifika place na crush ya mtoto wangu eggshells.
As in?
Eggshells. Naenda kwa watu bakers. Naambiwa naenda naomba eggshells. Nakuja naziosha,
nazibonda.
Boil kidogo. Nazibonda, nazikausha kwa jua, grind na kale ka blender. Nazibonda and then inakuwa powder. Si niliambiwa ina tibu calcium. Told you madaktari ni wengi.
Where did you get that information?
Ask me, I don't remember, but I remember doing that. Yani that time ungeniambia hata mtoto anapakwa mafia ng'ombe atapona, I'd do it.
You definitely want the baby.
Because I'm trying to do anything possible. Every time I think I was in a support group ya preterm moms. So you know, most of us are going through the same. At least sasa hapo akikaribu sasa after us going to Kenyatta at your 10 to 11 months, nikasaidiwa na I'm interacting with moms there in the hospital, in the ward, nikapata support group. Hapo sasa ndo join, at least sasa nikaanza kukua. At least I know I'm not in this alone. Sasa nimeanza kufeel better, nishaanza hata kuzoea. Sasa hapo naweza advise hata kila mtu, hata mkaniita press conference. No. Nishaanza kukua. Sitaki kufeel comfortable now, but na feel kama nimekuwa mwenyeji.
And I get it that you accepted the situation. So now you have solutions.
Sikuwa na option. I had to.
Being strong with
Okay. So we started going for occupational therapies, nutritional clinics. But sasa kitu iko, yes, he's gotten better. Leo mtoto amelala na fever. You see, like the hospital visits hazikuisha.
Okay.
Hazikuisha hivyo sana.
So at what point did you get and you felt like your baby was a bit okay and started maybe hitting milestones like kuketi, kutambaa, kutembea, the like?
So, one, I remember aliketi 20th of October 2018.
Okay.
On his birthday, on his first birthday. I'd say that's his.
Wow.
Maybe
you have
his birthdays. Yeah. That day. Caesar alinita, Esther kujiona mtoto. Tukamshtua kaanguka. And then again kumweka ile like usimuangalie. He seated. I cried. Ili kitu sijaona. Me cried. Niko preparations za kuweka birthday party, lakini nimeingia bedroom kidogo nilie cause to me it's a big deal. Nyinyi mmezoea maybe kuona watoto wamekaa na 5 months, nyinyi hapana. To me it's a miracle. Yes, tuna celebrate easy birthday, but na ile hopes siku moja my baby will do this.
Now we have something else to celebrate.
Sasa unajua sasa hapo nimeanza ku feel like tumetoboa. At least kuna kuna hopes. 1 year. 1 year, 2 months. Another thing. You see, like when you hold a baby on your laps, like umekashikilia, like kana simama. Like a small baby will atakausha tu miguu asimame. My baby couldn't do that. So 1 year, 2 months, he did that.
Wow.
So like hasimami, hata hasimami kitu tutumsupport, no, he won't apa, at least anakausha miguu anaiza. To me that was a big deal.
Yeah,
it was. Maybe people will experience that at 2 months, 3 months. Me, I couldn't, like anytime ningemeka anajiachilia. Sasa hapo ndo nikaanza kufeel at least the joy of being a mom. Hata kama si sana, at least, you see. So at 1 year, 2 months he did that. 1 year, 8 months hapo 9 months. Akaanza kusimama. Kusimama at least anaweza jishikilia kidogo aanguke. Kutambaa. Hey, kwanza ya kutambaa. Hey, let me tell you, allow me. Yes, nilikuwa nimeenda job. Now this time I'm a single mom. Nimekwambia tulikuwa na issues. Like now I'm a single mom. Nimeenda hustle. I've left my baby daycare. That woman, oh God bless her again. Yani me, I think God to me bless not the right people at the right time. I remember that day she recorded. To happy any big deal. Yani my souls tunazi celebrate pamoja.
Like it's someone who understands what this means to you.
Yeah. So aka record like the baby Mwangi akitambaa. So kukuja jioni she's like, niko na good news. But before nikuonyeshe, ngoja kwanza. Akamweka huko. Anamwambia, Steve come baba. Akakuja kwenye mimi niko kwa mlango. So like amemweka huko kwa kona, like anataka venye alianza kume 1 2 3. Hey! Ushailia me cried. I cried because hizi ni vitu sijaona. Wow. So she showed me like the very first time alimpata akimkujia kwa kitchen. Alikuwa kitchen akiprepare lunch for him, and then ako like, Steve, nimemwacha hapa, amenifikiaje hapa? So akasema acha ni record nionyeshe mamake. I was happy. I cried that day. Sasa nifike nyumbani nionyeshe kila mtu venye kujeni muone. Hii miujiza. Kujeni tu muone. So that was 1 year, 8 months, 9 months. 2 years, 2 months. At least sasa ndo alianza ku make steps na vitu. Hivyo pole pole akaanza sasa kujiachilia. Like by the time 2 years, 5 months zinafika, alikuwa anza kuenda na vitu pole pole tu akiangukaga. Ali sasa nikaanza kuona okay, watoto wengine wanatembea na 1 year, 3 months. Ours took time, but eventually it happened. Yes. Not the way I expected it to be, not the way I wanted it to be, but eventually it can happen. Na lisa sasa nikaanza kufeel the joy of I feel happy. So hapo pia ameanza kutembea, health wise ameanza kuwa fiti, like the hospital visits zimeanza kupungua. Sasa ni tuhoma tule twa kawaida. Amekuwa tu fiti. 3 years na kitu 3 years and a half akaenda shule. Ameanza kuongea, ameanza kudevelop speech. Tuko fiti. Britam baby amegrow. Maisha imesonga. Amekuwa fiti. Yes. So yeah, I was happy. It wasn't easy, it wasn't smooth for me. I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't prepared. So I was happy. At least now nimeanza kuona mtoto wangu amegrow, hit milestones. Hata kama ni delayed, but eventually with time but okay, kuna venye tu ungeona, kuna venye kuna tu how slow kako mahali, but hiyo tulikuwa
we understand. It's been a journey already.
Yeah. So 3 years and a half I take him to school. Yeah. So he akaanza kukop tu pole pole, but he was slow.
Okay.
He was slow, but it was kind of expected because amekuwa tu na delayed milestones.
You took him to school at 3.5, which is like the normal child. Yeah. So he was really almost at par with the rest. That was great.
Yeah. So he goes to school. Akuwa na cope like his classmates.
Okay.
But one thing I love about the teacher, aliniambia like from the word go alimuona. Ako like, I've dealt with so many kids. I don't want to staki kumtam her exact words, but we unajua tu mtoto wako, history yake, if you don't mind explain to me, try kuniambia history yake. So I tell her history yake, akaniambia kwa hivyo somehow I was right, my thinking was right. Unajua pia anaogopa kuniambia kuna venye naangalia mtoto wako.
Yeah.
But akanipa hiyo assurance, we're in this together, we are going to maneuver. So akakuwa too slow. Na mimi niko tu like I'm trusting the process. Yeah. So shule ikakuwa sasa ikafika place. The teacher had to call me. Like I'd like us to discuss a few things vitu nime notice, and now I feel like we have to I know we are in this together, but we have to do something about it. So kwenda inaitwaje playgroup, PP1 kufika like sino kutoka kwa kukala. Sasa hapo ni like tuanze kuandika sounds, like tunaandika Steve au Mwangi, he's Steve Mwangi, so like hana grip ya mkono. Yani unapata kila kitu. Sasa yeye au akifunzwa, like the teacher will have to start now dealing na kando. You see, so like we started dealing na your grip, but I thank God, like the teacher was she made it easy for me. Like hata atanipatia kuna hizi pegs wanapeongo za like za press, zinasaidia hiyo grip ya mkono. Any exercise that ingemsaidia like kwa fiti shule, she did it.
And was it a kawaida regular school?
Yeah, I took him to a regular school. Jusini sikudhani yako anything. Ni ile tu delayed milestone.
I think it's great that he had such kind of support. Sometimes you don't have that in regular schools.
True. And the teacher, anyway, I thank God, the right time, it was her in that grade, that class. Actually, ilikuwa the owner of the school.
Wow.
Yeah. So, she took him through playgroup to PP2. Sasa hapo ndo alimhand over to another teacher.
Okay.
Or grade 1. So, tukafika place, okay, tuko to like, okay, to trust, to process, tunajipea nguvu. Shika unaniga. But deep down, I'm breaking. Like, that wasn't what I wanted for my baby. I wanted him, si ashakuwa sawa, si hata shule akuwe sawa. Yeah, but the teacher kept on encouraging me. My mom, I think we compare kids
a lot. It happens a lot.
That's a problem we have. Okay, and we're also human. We want the best for our kids. We want to have brilliant babies. We want our babies to top. Okay, hatuwezi toshana sisi wote, but ikipata ni wewe uko hapa penye uko unataka kidogo, it hurts. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. But I had to be strong. We kufika grade 1, no from PP2, like tukona tu pia, like they've started copying on the blackboard for themselves kidogo.
But he wasn't subjected to what I see in other people's stories, like I'm in a playgroup and then the teacher notes there's some difference, so they're made to repeat the class as others progress to the next.
No, he actually, I remember asking the teacher if tulifika grade 1, I remember asking the teacher if maybe he could repeat, because hiyo story ya grip, pencil, like he get. So the teacher tells me, no, this is something, what we're going to do is give him time. Like, we can't rush him like the rest of his classmates. We'll have to give him time. And for sure she did, and I did too. Although nilikuwa 50-50, mimi ningeulizwa angerepeat too. But we did. Paka PP2, but ikafika place sasa, she had to call me herself. Like, where it has reached, I feel like you have to do something about it. Like, this is now beyond my capability.
We need more help.
Yeah, we need more help. Abi tumeenda therapies za easy like for him to walk, to sit. We were discharged. Mtoto wangu ameanza kukua fiti. Singewahi taka help ingine tena na medics. No. Nilikuwa nataka hiyo story tuisahau hivyo.
Tumemaliza hiyo.
Tutapata nanga tu ni homa. We've said ni homa tu, maybe anagonjekaga. Yeah. So like nikamuuliza sasa what sort of help? Like what sort of help? Like medical help. I'll think about it. I'd say I was in denial. singetaka kusikia mtoto wangu anaweza kuwa na any kind of a problem. No. Nobody wants. Ni sawa saizi, maybe he's not topping in class, he's not performing well, but he'll be okay. Yeah. That's what I used to console myself with. So nikaidelay tu. Ever had a task that you know you're supposed to do, but for some reasons you're delaying, like maybe it'll change. Let me give it time. But you know you're supposed to do it and you have to do it. But I'm like, let me give it time. It's going to be okay. See, he's growing. Yeah, let me give it time. So transitioning to grade 1, I feel like things got heavier for him. Now this time nikaitwa ukweli, and the teacher was like, the other time I talked to you and I feel like sorry to say, I feel like you didn't do anything about it. It's now me. I'll have to do something about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I thank God for that. And she's heaven sent, and I thank God, maybe not maybe, I thank God for him allowing me, or that chance of me taking him to that specific school, because I feel like maybe if I took him to another school, they wouldn't think of taking, imagine a teacher taking the initiative of taking your baby to a specialist, not you as a parent.
Oh wow.
Her as a teacher. So she told me, I know someone who has who knows who can help me, because she deals with kids with special needs. Kamuliza special needs tena. No, it's not. I'm not trying to say your baby has special needs, but you know very well your baby needs special attention.
Yeah.
So we'd love to know what the problem could be, because you see, we've gone to grade 1 and I feel like things have started being heavy for Steve. We need to do something about it, like to tujue if there's a problem and how it could be resolved. And she helped me digest it slowly. So like we did, well, she told me, she took him to that facility for an assessment.
Without you?
Without me.
Okay.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there. It's not like I don't love my baby. Okay, sometimes I feel like I feel that guilt of not doing it fast and the teacher doing it instead of me, but I'd say I was in denial.
Acceptance is not easy.
Yeah, it's not.
That's maybe where you are.
Yeah. And from the word go, I was in denial. Every negative thing I got along the way, it was hard for me to accept. You see, and then it's ups and downs. We're okay, we're not okay, we're okay, you see. So like we've been okay. I don't want to begin again another journey, hospitals, no. Like I want it to stop here and ni hivyo. Sitaki tena story ya hosi.
Mtoto grow vizuri.
Like si mlisema mtoto akifika 5 years kama anasumbonga kigonjeka, mkifika 5 years mmemaliza. Wow. You see, now akasema okay, they went, he was assessed, akapatikana ako na ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Okay.
So like he's hyper, generally he's hyper. So I'm told that that hyperness ndo inamfanya like unapata shule attention span yake, like by the way his attention span will like mko hapa 1 minute, the next minute ashaenda Mombasa, akilegesha like he's not there.
Okay.
He's seated maybe in class akifunzwa, he'll wake up hata sahau like teacher anafunza amke. For his age una expect 6 years, seme 6 years just turned 7. Yeah. 6 years 7 years you expect mtoto ukimwambia kitu anajikom like ako place moja. but yeah, we did what we had to do. So going there, now I was told you'll have to go there as a parent too, uelezewe na mwenye amemwassess and the plan, the treatment plan he has for Steve. So other than that, pia she tells me you'll have to look for another facility. Take him, you as a parent now, not us as a school, now you as a parent, and at least to compare, tuone kama you get. So tukaenda, I took him for assessment. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention. To KISE, Kenya Institute of Special Education. So going there, they assess him and then they send me to Kenyatta for another assessment, at least medical assessment now from the medics. So the same diagnosis. We're told again ADHD. Wow. So before that, because it takes quite some time, like the process. This was a private facility in shule ilimpeleka. It's quite fast. Tulikuwa tushaanza therapies, like I'm told, lazima therapies. We have to change his diet. Me, it was honestly tiring. Sikudanganyi, tiring. So diet. He's not supposed to take dairy products. He's not supposed to take wheat products. He's not supposed to take sugar. Like normally, tukipakia watoto hata snacks za shule. Kuna cake, kuna bread, that is wheat. Kuna yogurt, kuna maziwa, that is, call it, that is dairy products. Kuna sugar sometimes, maybe juice once in a while. Anything they eat in a revolve.
Yeah, those are the basics.
It started getting stressful for me. Juu naanza wapi tena? Mara sijui I'm supposed to nitafute maziwa ya ngamia natoa wapi?
Good.
But it doesn't have sijui casein. And then going from there to another place, you're told now the hard part for me was now the diet part. Ukienda kunaambiwa hivi. Ukitoka ukikuja kunaambiwa hivi. No, see, I told you shouldn't give going there. But if you don't give your baby milk, where will he get sijui what?
So tunachanganyikiwa.
Wow. Me, sasa I started feeling like me, God, no, not again. No, it's tiring. And then looking at him, he's okay, like ako fiti.
Yeah.
Ukienda, like mpeleka Steve therapy. Maybe a client, maybe that day, like a client wants to book. I'm like, no, that day I won't be available. I have therapies, or maybe a friend. Therapy ya mtoto ako sawa. Yani ukimwangalia, I'm even tired of explaining myself. Sasa naanza kumwambia nampeleka therapy ya, because watu wengi wako like therapy ni ya mtu maybe ako na disability, physical.
I think it's a conversation that we need to have more oftenly, because people don't understand these things.
Sasa like ndaanza kumexplainia nampeleka therapy ya ADHD ni.
Esther, did you get the relief that at least we now know what the problem is, maybe, and we can do something about it?
Kinda, I'd say yes. But still, digesting it. Because me, I think my hope or my prayer was, kusikuwe na shida.
Yeah.
Akutu wako sawa. Like maybe it's just kitu ita isha with time.
And where are you at now?
Right now we're dealing with ADHD.
Okay.
And for me, it's not easy, I'd say.
It's not easy. And we pray that you get the strength that you need to go through it, and we pray that he gets better.
Thank you.
In every way. He's 7 now, and we thank God for him. And we appreciate the fact that you've journeyed through it all. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. You've done a good job. You've done a good job.
Thank you.
Now, I'm interested to know how this whole thing, from the point you began your motherhood, how it has been on you now as Esther, not just Mama Mwangi, as Esther. From the girl that was in campus to now Mama Mwangi, who is 7 years old. So you've been in motherhood for 7 years.
2 days now.
How has this whole thing affected the Esther in you?
Wow, it has a lot. Like, one, I couldn't choose the career that I did. I couldn't continue pursuing the career that I wanted.
Okay.
Because at some point, I felt like I couldn't give my baby enough time. Because now he needed me, like, he needed me every time. You see, I had to stop what I was doing. Now, at least look for something that gives me more time with him.
Please feel free to tell us what you do.
I was pursuing film and theater arts. Yeah, but I had to stop.
Please feel free to tell us maybe what you are studying, what you changed to, what you're practicing now, all about it, and your dreams then and now.
Yeah. So I used to, but then in campus, I was pursuing film and theater arts.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to stop from there.
Did you ever finish the course?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
When? When could I go back?
I'm sorry.
With all these ups and downs. When? I couldn't. So my dream had to be cut short there. I had to take another direction and got in the beauty industry. Actually, since I'd say beauty runs in our family, like almost everyone's doing beauty. And I wanted to be different.
Okay.
Me urembo, I didn't want. It wasn't in me. But I started loving it, pole pole, like. I'd say it's a gift, a talent, because me, I didn't go to school. It's natural. So I had to change, because at least with that, open my own salon. At least with that, could take my baby to therapies. If he needed anything, nafunga job niende nimshugulike. You see, if in any checkup, I was flexible there.
The freedom of self.
Yeah. And yeah, but the career had to be cut short.
So does the Esther that wanted to do film and theater still exist?
I'm not quite sure. Because
Maisha ilibadilika.
Yeah,
okay.
I'd say I get opportunities, but every choice or decision that I make has to do with him.
No.
Like,
No. It's
if
just
I'll take
about
this,
you.
will I be comfortable with taking care of him? Will it be okay with me taking him for therapies? Will I be allowed to do this? Will I, you see, like every decision I make right now, I have to consider him. Yeah.
Amazing. Now, Esther, please talk to another 20-year-old Esther now, maybe in your situation or not, but maybe soon experiencing motherhood or just being a youth, what has life taught you through this journey of motherhood?
I'd say one, motherhood doesn't come with a manual.
Yeah.
We have different stories, like from pregnancies, like you hear mimba zifanani, watoto wafanani, but take it easy on you, because me, I was always hard on me. Take it easy on you. Get information from the right people. We are all doctors out here, but the right people, take advice from them. Don't just go with any advice that you see come your way. Do a little research too, because right now vitu ni mingi. See, not like kitambo, people used to go, ameenda mpata mtoto jioni, amerudi, amemweka kwa karaya maji, amemuosha. You see, times have changed. Do research pia. And stories are different. My story can't be yours. Yours will be even better. Like, yeah.
We're all different and our stories are different. To someone who has been with you through the journey, maybe along the way somewhere that supported you, something you'd like to say them, to them, and you can mention them.
Wow. Let me start with my mom.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank her, and she's heaven sent. Me, I've battled even depression. I've been diagnosed with depression because of this whole, it's not easy. Yeah. She's been with me throughout the whole journey, all the admissions, financially, mentally, spiritually, and she's been there. My sister, my brother, my whole family, I'd say. I have friends who've been there with me every step of the way. My son's school, the teachers, and also some of the doctors I've encountered along the way. Wengine hata nimesahau majina, but I've had angels. God has sent me angels. And I'll just love to thank them. And may God atimize to the desires of your heart. Because I couldn't, on my own, I couldn't. It hasn't been easy, and it's not easy till now, but I'd say the support that I have, I couldn't ask for more.
Wow. Thank you so much, Esther, for sharing your story, for sharing your son's story. There's a lot to learn from your story. And as we end this show, I would like to for you to give some insights, maybe based on your experience. Do you think there is enough information regarding our differences, even in terms of the way we experience life, like someone who has ADHD, someone who's termed as normal, you know what we say?
Yeah.
How is the experience, even having people telling you unampeleka therapy kufanya nini na huyu mtoto wako sawa, like maybe they judge from just what they see. What do you wish the society would know better?
Well, okay. I'd say, like, I feel like ADHD is something that isn't known that much. Yes, it's a mental thing. Actually, I was diagnosed with it too.
Okay.
A few weeks ago. Yeah. I feel like it's not that known. And even without, I don't think people should judge in the first place. Why would you judge someone's baby? No, you shouldn't. If I tell you I'm taking my baby to therapy, I feel it's kind of you to, if I don't give you a reason, just wait, or don't judge, because siwezi peleka mtoto therapy bure.
It's not for fun.
Yeah, it's not for fun. Who wants to take the baby to therapy and maybe waste money for therapies with no reason? No one. And I feel like ADHD is something that isn't that known. but iko na watoto huko nje. Like it's something that's affecting them. And another thing I'd say, if you see a hyper child, don't be so quick to judge. Mtoto ana adabu, funza mtoto adabu. I remember there's a lady who came, mtoto wako ananga adabu.
Oh. What?
Actually, I've encountered so many people who've who've told me to teach my child manners. How do I even start telling you that this is a kid with special needs? Because apparently children living with ADHD are considered as children with special needs in Kenya. Because actually I'm in the process of registering him with the Council of People Living with Disabilities in Kenya. How am I supposed to tell you that this is a child living with special needs? How do I even start explaining that? So like I had to tell her, ni sawa, nitamwambia, nitamfunza adabu. Like nimchape ama like nimchape zaidi ya kuna the normal punishment, nimfanya nimpige vita kiasi gani ndio uone nimemfunza adabu. Like if we have so many hyper kids out here, let us not be so quick. Kuna the normal hyperness here, like kids, normal kids. I don't want to name them normal and maybe not normal, but we shouldn't be so quick to judge that huyu mtoto ana adabu, mfunze adabu. No, because you don't know what this parent is going through. I'd also wish my baby to be as calm as yours. Maybe anatulia, umemwambia mwangi acha, amesikia. Utamwambia acha, amesikia, and then the next minute ashasahau, he's doing even worse. We shouldn't be so quick to judge. Ukiona mtoto misbehave, ukimwambia wacha ama usiambie market story, funza adabu. Adabu tunawafunza. And siwezi mpiga pia nikufurahishe ndio uone nimempea adabu. No, because you don't even know what I'm going through. Personally, living with ADHD, it's not easy for me to deal with him having ADHD too. Because hata mimi at first sikuwa najua na sijui kudeal na yeye juu pia mimi niko na shida zangu. Mimi pia niko na shida zangu, like I have my own problems. Ndio ingine imekuja. Nilijipata tu nimeingia kwa depression. Because see easy. Any of the society is just, I feel like the society is so messed. Atujui siku hizi kids are going through so many things. Kuna watoto wako na si lazima ikuwe physical. Watu wamezoea autism, maybe cerebral palsy. Juu maybe anaona kuna kitu. Kuna hizi zimenyamaza. And maybe zingine ni behaviors. Don't be so quick to judge. Take it, like if you can't, like mtoto hivi na hivi, wacha kukaa ni unamfunza vinyata. No, just wacha tu, because you don't know what they're going through. I'd say that.
All right. Thank you so much, Esther, for sharing that story. To begin with, even accepting that your child is somehow different, it takes a lot. It's a journey. So even talking about it to another person who has already been judgmental, like, kwani ufunzi mtoto adabu, it's really bad. Let us be kind to each other. Let us be sympathetic. Let us have empathy, because no parent wants their child to have a problem. But we accept what God blesses us with and find a solution, find a way forward with mothering and parenting them. Let us be kind. Let us not judge so harshly. And let us celebrate our children every milestone. You can hear Esther saying how his son walked at almost 2.5 years. And it was a happy moment. So, for you out there, you're a parent, and sometimes you want your child to do something, but they really sometimes cannot do it, or they need some more time, some patience. Please be patient and love your child. And if you suspect that there is a problem or they need some help, please seek it where you'll find it. Seek it from professionals and love your child. You're the first one. If you don't, who else do you expect to love them? Please, let us love our children, and may God bless us and guide us in our parenting journey. Thank you so much for watching this show. And as we wrap up, we leave it with Esther. Esther, your son maybe will watch this show when he's older. What would you like him to know? What does his mother feel about him? How? Just talk to your son.
So, my son Monji, Mom loves you. I'd do anything. I'll go beyond for you. I'll do anything, and I'm with you every step of the way. And I love you so much. Thank you for having me today. Thank you for allowing me to share my story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
I don't know, you need a hug. You need a hug.